Welcome back to another YouTube video. As you can see from the title, we are going to try and eat as many boxes of cereal in one day. Just need to make sure the box is finished before we move on. Even though we're not tracking calories in this challenge, I will keep count and I'll tally up the score, so wait till the end to find out. Before we get stuck in, like always, make sure you like, subscribe, all that YouTuber stuff. And I want you to comment how many boxes you think I'm going to eat in one day. The person who gets it bang on, you'll get a wee surprise. Let's get stuck in. Good morning. It is 5:21 a.m. and we're about to kick this off. Last night's sleep wasn't great. It's the 12th of July today, so you know the crack last night. The fireworks were going off, plus also this heat wave. It is hot. So, a bit tired. Hopefully it works in my favour, because sometimes whenever you're tired you're a bit more snackish. But yeah, plenty of cereal to go down today. I am absolutely starving. And to kick things off, we're going for all these new flavours I haven't tried yet. So, we're going for the glazed donut holes frosted flakes. I am buzzing for these because they look good. Plan is to go for 2 boxes a sitting. Not eat until I'm sick. I'll eat until I'm comfortable. If I can't finish it, I'll come back to it in the next one. Yeah, so try and plan these out that I am active in between each of these meals. So it just means it helps with digestion, gets things moving around, plus also need to burn some calories. So yes, I'll eat this first, then I'm going to take Megs out for a walk. She's in there just snoozing at the minute. And then hopefully we'll get some more meals, some more boxes into us before we go to the gym. But we shall see how this one goes. The milk I am using today is the no sugar almond milk. Not tracking milk, don't have to finish the milk, but this one here I'll go for because it's the lowest calorie one as well. So let's get into it. It smells a bit like toffee. Taste test. Not a powerful flavour, but quite sweet and quite nice. So let's get stuck in. Alright, that's one box done, and that was absolutely delish. Strawberry frosted flakes. Another one that I heard is really, really good. So let's give it a go. Also a great evening snack. Why not have it for breakfast? You can smell the strawberry already. Oh. Alright, taste test. At first, I thought I was getting banana flavour, but there's a hint of strawberries. It's more like a cornflakes. Alright, let's see if it grows on me. Let's go. Done. So that's 2 boxes done. The frosted flakes grew on me. The strawberry ones were quite nice, especially the end bit. Maybe it's that glazed donut milk mixed in with the strawberry one. It was good. Oh yeah, needed that. So plan of action now. I will take Megs for a walk. I'll come back, have some more cereal. Then I'll get ready, go to the gym. And then we'll take it from there. It's supposed to be legs today. Smith and machine squat. It might get a bit bulky, but we'll see. Catch you at the next one. Walk done. Whenever I start walking, I thought it was going to feel worse. It must be just the amount of sugar that those American cereals have, that it just doesn't touch the sides. A little bit of a stitch whenever I was walking, what would we do, nearly 5k, nothing too mad. But now I'm feeling decent, so I thought I might as well get some more cereal in me before we hit the gym. So the pre-workout pump is going to be cinnamon toast waffles. Want to get my cinnamon fix on because we've a lot of cinnamon to go through. Never had the waffles. Obviously I've had the Cinnamon Toast Crunch standard, but it tastes just like Nestle Kersey cinnamon, what we get over here. So probably these are roughly the same, but only one way I find out. Oh yes, the cinnamon. Taste test. Wow. These are very good. Jeez. I like something with a bit of softness in it. And these hit the spot. Let's go. That was absolutely delish. Big fan of those. Anything cinnamon, I'm a big fan though. Still have some milk left in the bowl and can't just leave it sitting there. Might as well make the most of it. I'm literally still hungry. The stomach is getting full, but it's not to the brim yet. Let's get more pre-workout into us. Glazed donut holes. Another mad one that I'm looking forward to trying. If these are anything like Crave, then it's going to be a good shout. Kind of need something chocolatey right now after the ones I've had before. It smells like popcorn. Yeah, like a sweet popcorn. Whoa, you got a lot in that box. Taste test. I have a feeling these are going to be very crunchy. Not too crunchy, but it's a weird flavour to it. It does taste a bit artificial. Maybe I'm still on the high of the cinnamon. But let's get stuck in. Ooh, wow. The taste of those at the start wasn't great, but once they got a little bit soggy, they're actually very, very good. Oh, I am full, but hopefully it doesn't last too long because we have plenty more cereal to get through today. Plan of action now is go get changed, ready for the gym. And we've got legs, so the goal is to not be sick. After the gym, come back, Lions are playing rugby, so I'll be laying up on the couch like a slob, eating some more cereal, hopefully. I'll catch you then. Back at it again. So that's the gym done. Change the scenery now. We have Lions on the TV, watching a bit of rugby this morning. So I'll have to be laying up like a slob on the couch because this is what I would usually do. The cereal of choice now, we are going for first the Frosted Flakes maple cinnamon flavour. Same again, haven't tried these ones, so let's have a wee check. Also a great evening snack. We have another box sitting there. We'll see if we get through these. In fairness, that big gym session this morning definitely sweated all the cereal out of me, which was great. So now we will get to work on this one. Oh, you smell delish. It smells like a cinnamon Pop-Tart. Before I lay up, I'll do a wee taste test. Yes. These have been the best so far. These are banging. Let me get in position. Position got. This is where you usually would catch me at the weekends whenever there's rugby on. Let's get stuck in. Well, that was delish. It's the mad thing with these cereals, it feels like they don't touch the sides. Maybe it's full of sugar, don't know, but I'm not going to complain. So next on the hit list, we have another one. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch rolls. Never had these. Obviously I've had Cinnamon Toast Crunch before, but never in the cinnamon rolls. Probably tastes the exact same, but let's give it a go. Cinnamon roll taste. Let's see. Not much of a smell to these. I think I've said this before, but I am a massive cinnamon fan. Could sniff the stuff. Get back in the position. Now, before we get stuck in, you know the crack, taste test. They're soft, just what I needed. Cinnamon, it's not overpowering, but still good. They're quite sticky, if you know what I mean. Like, stuck to my teeth, which I like. Lasts longer. Let's get stuck in. I usually don't drink the milk, but this cinnamon milk is unreal, so it's getting drank. Delish. So feeling good after that. Could probably eat another box, to be honest. This didn't fill me at all, but I'm gonna leave it there because I know whenever I relax for a bit, I'll start to fill up. Meal number 4. It is exactly 2:30, 2:31. So this is the next one for us. Trix with marshmallows. I've never had this before. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. At the minute, everything's been very sweet. So my sweetness levels are rising. The roof of my mouth is getting tough. So I'll see how this goes. I might need to supplement my next one a little bit different, but I'll see how this goes. But yeah, so hunger levels ish, but we'll see. Just smell a bit artificial. Let's do a taste test. Very sweet. It doesn't taste like cereal because it's so sweet. It's like fruity. It's not bad, but it's not really like the rest of them. Let's go. That was very sweet. So Tactic gets something a little bit more nutty involved for this next one. Bring out the big boys. My kryptonite. I wasn't planning on having this because it's what, 750 grams in the full box. So that means that there's what, 350 in that one, 375 in that one. Over a kilo 1.1. We'll see how we get on. Ooh, right. Taste test. Yes, this was definitely needed. Something with a bit of nuts in it. Let's go. Wow. Oh my God. I am busted after that. I know I said before that cereal isn't very filling. Ooh. So yeah, that was nice. The hazelnut pillows were definitely needed after the tricks and even all the other ones this morning, because there's just a sugar overload. So we were the nuts. Plan of action now, I'll go out in the sunshine, go for some steps, help digest this food. Mightn't be too much steps going in because the wee girl might be too hot for her. So maybe just a short one. And then maybe just do some housework and stuff. Keep moving, help digest all this. And then I should catch you the next one with more rugby on. Oh, right. Rugby's on, which means more cereal is needed. I find it's always easier when you're watching something just to keep chucking away. The hazelnut pillows in that last one did me dirty. I've been trying just to move about. I went for a small bit of a walk. It was a sweaty one, so I need to go for a shower after this. Just to try and get a bit of digestion in, then tidy around the house, done bits and pieces, but then just also just lay up for a while. Because those hazelnut pillows were heavy. What was that, like over 1.1 kilo of food, and that's not including the milk. So this one, trying to go for the same kind of tactics, something light, see how I get on with it. And another new one, Fruit Loops. So I've never had Fruit Loops before. I've heard they're hit and miss. So this is why I didn't want to start the day with them, but I don't want to finish the day with them either, in case I don't like them. Fruity flavours, not really my thing. I'm more of a chocolate kind of guy. So yeah, let's find out what these are like. Oh, very like citrus. I'm not too sure about this, but we'll find out. Taste test. They're actually not that bad. They're not really fruity. Yeah, they're quite decent. Might get seconding. So I'll get in my position, watch a bit of rugby, and see how this goes. All right, let's go. Done. Tiniest bit of milk left, but that was actually really good. At the start it was tough because it was like hard roof in my mouth right now. If I could talk it would scream, but once we got into it and it started to get softer, it actually was really tasty because the milk and all is really flavoured. But yeah, very nice. The amount of sugar that I have in my body right now, my blood is probably mostly sugar. I'm toying with to go for another one. My aim at the start, I did say to people I want to hit 12 boxes. So at the minute we're on what, 9? Just finished 9. To hit 10 and then try and get another one in before the rugby starts later. Gun to my head, so I'm going to get another one in. The goat. This one here is my all-time favourite. So what, by the way, something seemed me getting a bit nutty after the sweetness, even like my tongue and stuff like that. Right now, need some nuts. Right now, even I'm a bit worried over all this food is going. I'll get in position, let these soak a little bit. Taste test. Taste test. Yes, even better than the hazelnut pillows hit. Oh, it's like a salty nut. I'm gonna enjoy these. Let's go. Oh, same again. This milk is good. Delish. Now that is me for the next while. game plan now. Sit and watch the rest of this game. Go for a shower because I am sticky. And then get some more cereal in me before the Ireland game starts. Because the lighting all starting to come down here, so the kitchen table will be better for light for the next one. I'll see. So yeah, I'll catch you then. Back at the table again and feeling fresh after the shower. That was definitely needed. It is so sticky. We'll see how this goes. Stomach capacity isn't too empty at the minute. So I have French toast crunch. It is 6:25. I want to get this done because Ireland are playing at 7 in the rugby, so I want to watch it and just lie up on the couch and just be a slob. But yeah, French toast crunch. I think I've had this one before. It was a different package if I had, but what I can remember, it was delish. So let's get stuck in. I do have another box over there. We'll see how this one goes before I decide if I'm opening it. What I can remember from these, they're actually wee small bits of toast. Don't know if you can see that. Something different, but it smells delish. You know the crack. Taste test. Ooh, it's like a really sweet honey Cheerios. Very good. So let's see how this goes. Ooh. Oh. It was tricky. Wow. Don't know if I will do a full box. Right. Here we go. Next one. Weetabix Crispy Minis Caramelized Biscuit. I've never had this one, so I wanted to give it a go. We won't go for a full bowl. We'll take it nice and small. Only enough for maybe half the box. See how this goes. Because then if I don't, I'll try and finish it later. But first, we gotta do a taste test. Yeah, it's just because they're not as sweet as the last ones. A bit more bland, but yeah, it's probably up there with the worst ones I had so far. Oh, okay. The flavour of those actually started to get a little bit better. Maybe it's just because the sweetness of the other ones came out. But I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna eat until I'm sick. So I'll come back to those later. Oh, bless me. Now, just gonna go in, lay up on the couch, watch some rugby and be a slob. You probably thought you seen the last of me with not finishing that last box, but we still have it to go. Second half of this rugby's kicked off, so I thought, let's just see what we can do. Nice and chilled. A wee bit of space has came through, so hopefully we'll be able to keep it down. One big thing I'm looking forward to is maybe putting this cereal bowl away for a while. But yes, so you can see the veins are still coming through a little bit. Maybe not as much as they were when I was leaner, but the carb pump all day has been ridiculous. We have our cereal. It's about half a box left. Put extra milk in it this time because last time it soaked up so much of it and the last few were kind of dry. So I'll get in my position and I'll watch a bit of rugby. Second taste test. Who knows? my taste buds might think it's different. Still the same. Let's get stuck in. Done. That went down a lot easier than I should have, which is quite worrying. Don't know what to do now. Still have more boxes. Do I be a sow and try one more? Or do I finish here? At the end of the day, it is a challenge. If I finished here, did I challenge myself? Decisions. Kit Kat cereal. I think I've had this one before, but I'm not 100% sure. Can't really remember. Only one way to find out. There's a little bit of stomach space left, and you get 11 servings out of this. So I might as well have 11 servings. Very chocolatey. It smells very, very chocolatey. As soon as I poured this, I'm like, are my eyes too big for my belly? But let's give a wee taste test. Not much to them. It literally is just chocolate. Kind of like Weedos, maybe. A little bit disappointing. I thought it was going to be a bit more like Kit Kat. A bit like a wafer. Let me get comfy. I'll watch the rest of this rugby and see how far I get in this. Right, I doubt this is going to be that enjoyable. But let's go. Done. Oh, that is me finished. 13 boxes in one day. Wild. It was tight. Tight at the end. Just need to stand up and loosen out. Tomorrow I will work out all the calories I have consumed. But do drop a comment and guess how many calories you think I've had. Don't be cheating and waiting on. Pause the video, drop a comment. Yeah, I'd be interested to see myself. Haven't worked anything out. I'm just gonna rest now. And I'll catch you tomorrow. It is now the next day, so I thought I'd give a wee roundup on how I thought it all went. Last night's sleep wasn't great, as you can imagine. In terms of the plan of action for today, it is just about having no food in the system, so I'm not going to eat at all. Let the gut, the digestive system, the stomach, everything just rest and just get back to normal. And then I'll go back to my normal food tomorrow. One big thing I want to say is I am not encouraging people to do this. I only do these big food challenges like once a year. I done one last September, I think, and it was like 23,500 calories in one day. But apart from that, I have like a weekly off-plan meal, or a cheat meal as people call it, and that is about it. Everything else is pretty clean, and I'm pretty active as well. So speaking about calories, let's go over the calories from yesterday. In the 13 boxes of cereal, there was 19,808 calories. The macronutrient breakdown, 3,690.7 gram of carb. 3,690. That is nuts. Fats, 372.6 gram of fat. And then protein came in, 302.1 grams of protein. That's not including the milk. So I had 8 liters of milk, 8 cartons of milk, and that came in at 1,280 calories, 16 gram of carb, 112 gram of fats, and 57.6 gram of protein. So all in total, the full day, we have 21,088 calories, over 21,000 calories. It's just nuts, and it's just a disgrace. So this is why I would not encourage people to do it. Last thing I want to leave on is my rankings of what was the worst to the best in the cereal. So let's go through those. Also, I want you to leave in the comments what your number one go-to would be and what one you definitely would avoid. I want to see what other people's taste buds are like. Last position would have to be the Weetabix Minis, the crispy, the caramelized biscuit. Funny, whenever I bought these, they were reduced. So it must just show that they just don't work. Next, Kit Kat. It literally was my last 2 cereals. I left the worst to the end. Kit Kat cereal, it was bland enough, a little bit chocolatey, but not overpowering. Yeah, it was bland. Not really much to say about it. Next one, Fruit Loops. I think it's just a fruity taste. I think that's the big thing with it. Because I'm more like a chocolate kind of guy, not really sweets. Yeah, it was nice, but the fruity taste was just different in cereal for me. Glazed donut will probably be the next one. Not powerful flavor. I was expecting more like Crave, you know, like you get like that hazelnut kind of chocolate. It wasn't really there. It was nicer whenever it was soggy at the end, but apart from that, yeah, it was grand. Next one, Trix. Same again, it is the fruity flavors for me. Trix was better than Fruit Loops, but when you compare it to the other ones, it just wasn't right up there. Now we're getting into the business end. So French Toast Crunch, these were good. So it's going to be very, very picky now going forward because all these flavors of the cereals were really, really good. So French Toast Crunch probably the next one that, yeah, just wasn't in the top end of it, but were still very good. The Strawberry Milkshake Frosted Flakes would be next. I was expecting a little bit more from them. I was expecting more like Frosties. These are like cornflakes. The strawberry flavors was good, and it really did come out at the end whenever it got a bit soggy. The milk, and also that's whenever it really took off. If it didn't, it would have been down at the bottom end. Next one. I'm surprised that this one is so low down, but maybe it's just because it hurt me during this challenge. 750 grams of the stuff. But these are great. I'm actually a big fan of these, so I can't really fault them. It's just the other ones at the time maybe suited me better, but these are a no-brainer. The glazed donut holes, these were a lot better than the Crave glazed donut things. Yeah, so these were very, very good, very sweet, and just hit the spot. Because I've got a sweet tooth, then all these cereals are banging, but I'm just being picky to get that number one spot. Next one is the cinnamon rolls. These were great. They weren't crunchy, they were a little bit soft, so it kind of got stuck in your mouth and stuff like this, and it just took a bit longer to eat. But the milk afterwards was great. These will always be up there with the best, no matter what. And it's great that we can just get them here as well. These aren't American like most of the rest of them. So if you don't know, get to know, but I'm pretty sure everyone does know. It's hard to go wrong with these. You get like a bit of like that salty nut in it as well, like the peanut. Oh, it came in handy whenever I needed it yesterday for something different from all the sugar. But yeah, class. So we're down to our last 2. Now this was a tricky one, seeing which one was the best. They were nip and tuck, but we have a little bit of a winner. Number 2 is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch waffles. These were unreal. Everything about them, like, I'm a big cinnamon fan, so everything about these just slapped. Which brings us on to the number 1 spot. Whenever I had these, I just knew they were the one. Frosted Flakes, the maple cinnamon flavour. This one here slaps. It's just different than what we can get here. I think that's probably the big one, because you can get that curacy cinnamon for that cinnamon hit, but the maple cinnamon is slightly different. It's even hard to explain exactly what kind of flavour it is, but yeah, they're very, very good. And they were more like Frosties, not cornflakes, like the strawberry milkshake one was. But yeah, class. So that is the end of the challenge. Now it is just time to get back on track with everything else, and we will take it from there. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please, like always, remember to like, subscribe, all that YouTuber stuff, and make sure you drop them comments in below on what your favorite cereal would be, what the hit list is, and we will see how we get on with that. Stay tuned, because there are plenty more food videos coming. Maybe just not as big as calories these ones, but a little bit more fun. So I'll catch you at the next one. Good luck.